Back at it again, and finally, someone is saying the quiet part out loud. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm when you guys hit that thumbs up button, all right? Really does help out, okay? Greatly appreciate everyone that continues to do that, and we'll do that on this video. Thank you. And everyone that sent the super thanks, greatly appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, okay? But let's dive into this video. I want you guys to hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
And I've tried to avoid this subject, but I can't. Because you see, recently, and I'm speaking to you right now as a black man, recently we've seen stories emanating out of California and various other places on the subject of reparations. Slavery, Jim Crow laws, and other incendiary things that existed to pigeonhole, marginalize, and suppress and oppress minorities in this country. We know it's real. I'm not going to belabor it. But when I bring up something like reparations, although I believe there is a case many in this country can make for it, particularly since reparations was paid to Japan in the aftermath of the atom bomb being dropped on Hiroshima. The fact of the matter is that at this particular moment in time, that ain't on my mind. My point is that if we're going to bring up subjects like this, and we're going to bring up subjects like police brutality or brutality on the part of some police officers, as I like to say, when we going to look at ourselves when it comes to black people being killed in the streets of America?
Bingo.
I don't even want to get into what happened.
Ding, 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 ding. But hold on, he continues on with it.
In Chicago, but I have no choice. This past Memorial Day weekend, from Friday to Monday, at least 53 people were shot. 11 fatally, according to police.
11 gone.
If one black person was killed by the police, we'd raise holy hell, and in some cases, there'd be riots in the streets.
Bingo.
And damn it, I'm not here to sit up there and blame anybody for that, because I'm tired of the nonsense that we've seen going on in the streets aimed at black Americans. That's not where I'm going. What I'm saying is, where's the due diligence when it comes to putting a spotlight on what we're doing to each other? Because this is pissing me off. 53 lives. 53 in one weekend. It's not the first time this has happened.
Facts.
It's been happening year after year after year. Chicago, St. Louis, Baltimore, the list goes on and on.
Bingo.
Where's the noise at?
Crickets.
Where's the protests? Where's mainstream media talking about that?
They don't care.
Where is it? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to stop him there. We going to continue that on, but he's right on the mark. And I've said this myself in videos. A lot of you would know. You've heard me say it. Where's the protest? Chicago is literally nicknamed Chirac. Chirac. It's nicknamed after a war zone because of what's going on in that city. You don't hear anything about it on mainstream media. But, you let a white cop shoot a black man, or a white person in general shoot a black man. Oh, my goodness. It's the end of the world. It's the end of white supremacy, the K group, and oh my goodness, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Oh, it's his fault. This black man got shot. Oh my goodness. But nobody cares, as Stephen A. just said, about the 11 people that will never return to home ever again. Just this past weekend. That's one weekend. Just one. 11 gone. 53 had extra holes put in them. 53 had extra holes put in them. I don't hear mainstream media talking about it. Where's the noise? Where are all these black leaders out in the streets marching? You know, y'all know. I'm not gonna say names. Where are all these black leaders who care so much about black people? But the only time you ever see them is when it's a white on black situation. Never when it's black on black. I know folks that were put in pine boxes. I've personally had that conversation of something happened last night. So-and-so got shot. They ain't make it. I've had that conversation. And it wasn't because of no white supremacy. It wasn't a white person that came up, ran up and, you know, did what they did and ran off into the night, skirted off in the car. It wasn't the K group. It wasn't a white person. It was black. It was black people. Every single time. Black people. And I guarantee you, if you walk through any, you know, predominantly black neighborhood, right? Or any neighborhood where there's a lot of crime, I'll say that. And you talk to black folks and say, how many of your family members or friends have been put in a pine box or had extra holes put in them? They'll give you a number, right? And then you ask them, how many of them were put in a pine box or had extra holes put in them from a white person? Almost all of them will say 0. So this whole white supremacy, white person, man, that's fake. It's fake. Does white supremacy exist? Yeah, sure. Of course there's white people that, you know, hate black people. There's black people that hate white people. You know, there's all types of stuff going on, right? But the demand for white supremacy isn't anywhere near the actual supply. The supply is down here and the demand is off the charts. Like they want it so bad. And the supply is like way down here. It's barely registerable. You could barely register it. But the supply is just off the chain. It's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And I'm glad Stephen A., even though he's tiptoeing around, you know, he's trying to walk that fine line, and I get it. He's trying to keep his job. You know, I understand it to an extent, right? I do the same thing a little bit. Y'all know that. I make no secret about it. I put it out. I put it out on Front Street. Y'all know there's certain things that I can and can't say. Y'all know that. That's no secret. Of course. So I get it to a certain extent. That's why you hear him like throw in certain things, you know. It's just funny hearing it, you know. But anyway, let's continue on.
Because let me tell you something. Nothing else matters if we're dead.
Facts.
Nothing else matters if we're killing each other.
True.
Forget about what we deserve. Some people have different forms of reparations. They want money from the government, even though the government's national debt is at $31.4 trillion as of last month. I hear you, though. Because if we come up with money to give to Ukraine, which I'm not opposed to, and we come...
Gotta say that. Can't speak out in protest against it. You don't want to get fired. I get it.
Up with money to take care of immigrants coming into our borders, and we come up with money every time we feel the need to address one issue or another that happens in this country. We sure could come up with money for our minority populace that contributed to the upliftment of this country that was marginalized and demonized and ostracized and oppressed for years.
Goes to show, Democrats don't truly care as much as they say. They preach all this. Oh yeah, we care about you. Don't ever vote for those Republican guys. They're terrible folks. We'll give you this and give you that. Well, at the end of the day, they ain't giving you them reparations. Might be time to vote Republican. I ain't saying Republicans gonna hand it to you, but hey, they'll create a fair working space. All right, fair for everybody. Don't care whether you're black, white, blue, purple, tall, short, fat, skinny, gay, straight, don't matter. If you work hard, you can get what it is you want. Simple and plain. That's the way Republicans roll, you know? Democrats want to, hey, well, if you want to sit on the couch, we'll send you a check. It ain't going to be no reparations check, but we'll send you a check. Don't worry about it. That ain't going to get you anywhere in life. You seen where that's gotten you. Just saying.
So nobody's trying to sit up there and say that we don't deserve something. My point is, it's debatable as to what that could be. It could be making sure the economy flourishes and that there's job opportunities. It could
bring Uncle Trump back then.
Be by contributing to education and enabling folks that otherwise couldn't afford an education to make sure they get educated so we can uplift our society. There's a variety of ways that reparations could take place. But it doesn't matter if we're dead. It doesn't matter. Especially at our own hands.
Facts. So, there you have it. Finally, someone in mainstream media said it. Said what he did. Now, he added some things in there so that it wasn't as hard hitting. Of course, I get it. I'm not going to take, too much off of what he was saying for that. I get it. Like I said, we talked about that earlier. But that needed to be said by somebody with more notoriety than me. Little old me saying it means nothing. All right, now we need more folks with Stephen A's popularity or notoriety, whatever you want to call it, to say the truth just like he did. The truth hurts. It does. And I've said it before. Statistically, I am in more danger around people that look like me than I am around white people. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild, man. It's wild. At least I would assume, according to the statistics. Okay, I've got to add that caveat in there just in case, there's barely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm happy to hear somebody finally speaking what I feel is the actual truth of the matter. And, all of these folks crying, racism this, racism that. Well, where are all these protests and marching and riots and whatever else when 11 black people get put in a pine box? When 53 people get extra holes put in them in one weekend? It's fine and dandy to do all the extra stuff when one person gets put in a pine box because of some white person. What about 11? If one was enough, 11 should be well more than enough. And people want to cry about reparations this, reparations that. Stop it with the nonsense, man. Stop it. Stop it. People that weren't even slaves. Come on. Stop it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Go out and work hard. There's your reparations. You have a wonderful opportunity to become and be just about anything that you want to be in this country. There's your reparations. There it is. You want to start your own business and become successful? You have the opportunity to do that. You want to become a professional athlete and be the next Michael Jordan or whomever, LeBron James or Tiger Woods or I don't know, who's the goodness gracious. Anyway, you get what I'm like. You have the opportunity to do that. You want to work at your mom and pop shop? You have the opportunity to do that. You want to work for a big corporation? You have the opportunity to do that. You're free. There lies your reparations. There it is. But as always, y'all let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.